Hello, hello, hello. Thank you everyone for coming to see Bino, to speak with me about to talk to me about with me about being on Entertainment TV. I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you for coming. I I'm so sorry. I've been here, but I haven't been here. Let me just say that. Thank you for still being so patient with me and waiting on me to go live. I'd like to say hello to Sarah, Miss Helen, Miss Scott, Miss Vicky Angel, my mentor. Thank you so much for getting me started on my show. Let me just say, video entertainment is basically an adult show with adult topics. Video entertainment is to give peace, love, and inspire many people, who may have been through some things that my show's about. Like I said, it's about domestic violence, gun violence, and molestation. You know, we have been through these things as we have been growing up. If not, we know someone who have been through this, through the years as we have been growing up, or as we have grown up. You know, today I just want to speak about what I saw today. You know, what I saw today, it it made my skin crawl. It made me feel bad. It made me shed tears. It made me close my eyes. It made me like, wow, is this really real? How could this be? You know, why? Why would a person do this to a person, you know, that has their children in your home with you? You know, uh, it just, it's very emotional. It's not understandable because I don't understand it. How could this be? How could this happen? How long has this been going on? I have many questions that I would like to ask. Why? How long has this been going on? Is this necessary? Do you understand what you are doing, what you're causing? Do you hear the young ones screaming in the background, needing some kind of attention that you're not giving right now at this present time, that they're needing, and it's that the mom can't even attend to the child because you're hitting on the mom. Why? Why is this a must thing to do? What gave you so much anger to do this to one person? How could you do this? How was you raised? It made me think, how was you raised? Were you raised in a home where it was a bunch of domestic violence going on in your home? You know, it makes you think. Have you seen someone do this? Perhaps your friends, their parents, you know, if you don't live with both parents, your father's house, your mom's house. But how can you do this to one person that you claim you loved sometime along down the line before this happened? I don't understand. Why? Just why? You know, instead of you picking up the baby, you're going at the mom, attacking the mom. Instead of just going to pick up the baby and giving her, you know, a little up and down, push up and down, and bump her up and down and kiss her until you love her at the present time. I don't understand. Why? Why would a person do this in front of your kids? You think kids don't remember? Kids have perfect memory. Perfect memory, you know? So they're going to remember. And sometime down the line, and it's recorded on top of that, if it's recorded, that means that it can be seen when they get older. They're going to see this and see how miserable and unhappy and disgusting and pathetic that you are. But you call yourself a man. No, men don't do this. A man love his woman. He caress his woman. He love his woman. Whatever it takes to make her happy, he don't beat on her. He's gonna pick the kid up, love the kid, kiss on the kid, tell the kid how much you love the kid. Not beat on the mom. That's not fair. It's not fair for any man to do that. If you're doing that, you're a man. Stop it. Keep your hands to yourself. If you're a woman and you're doing this to a man, stop it. Keep your hands to yourself. It's not right. Don't do that. If you're doing it in front of kids, then you know you're dead wrong for that one. Verbally, mentally, emotionally, you're wrong. If you're doing that, stop it. Find you something else to do because evidently you're bored. You're real bored. And you're pathetic. I want you to know that in my eyes. You're sad, pitiful, as they say in the country. I don't understand it. Stop it. Show love. Love people. Love someone. Humble yourself sometimes. Sometimes we have to humble ourselves. We have to humble ourselves. And to be humble, it takes a lot. I understand. I had to get myself humble, to get myself together. You know, so I understand how it be to try to get yourself to be humble as possible when things are still coming, throwing at you and coming at you and for you. I understand. You know, but it's not right. Show more love, please. You know, stop the anger, the finger pointing, and all the words that's being taken out of content that you're using in your home. It's not right. You know, if you need to talk to someone, like I said, get you a counselor. You know, that's the best you can do. Get you a counselor. If you get you a counselor, you might feel a little lighter. That means nobody knows you, knows what you're saying, but you and your counselor, you know. So maybe you need to get a little counseling. You know, if you're going to hit me up on behind the scenes and want to talk to me about it, more than welcome. Still, get you a counselor. I'm not a counselor. But you can vent, but I'm not a counselor. That's for sure. That's most definitely for sure. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the link. And if anyone want to come up and, you know, speak about the topic for today, it would be more than appreciable, you know. Like I said, video entertainment is not to talk about anyone or put anyone down, but it is to bring awareness to things that are happening out there in the world, to things that's not right, you know. Like I said, we're not here to shame anyone or scorn anyone because we're all grown people and we're here to vent or to laugh, to talk, not to shame or blame anyone. On this show, we just want you to do better, get some help, do something better with yourself or with your time, you know. Like I said, we're not here to blame or shame. Because I have been in domestic violence before, you know. I had to fight my way from the front door to the patio. But believe you me, oh yeah, it was something terrible. I tore my whole house up. Hello, Miss Wicked Angel.
Hey, Big Perk up
Hey.
in this thing. What is up? What is up, everybody up in the building? Thank y'all for coming and hearing this beautiful angel and what she has to say. Because this is a serious topic. And y'all know I ain't shit. I do a lot, okay? But I'm so thankful I have friends that do a lot too on the other side, which is good. Okay, let's be clear. Y'all know I'm on demon time. So shout out to you, big sis. I'm glad you finally went live again.
You know I'm gonna go live again.
I'm live. Okay. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna have to call her perp out. So when I started receiving messages, so shout out to you guys who sent me messages wondering if Perp was still gonna go live. Because I had spoken to her not too long ago, right? So when I came on, I too was waiting in the chat for her to come on. And I would look and I would see she wasn't ready yet, she wasn't on. So I just go back, messing with my food, this and that. So finally I said, well, let me give her a call, make sure nothing has happened. Y'all, she thought she was live. Y'all, she didn't get the live. She was just sitting on stream, y'all talking and doing her best show. Okay. Let's be clear. Okay. So I had to call you out, sis. So y'all, she was on time, but for almost 20 minutes she was doing the show by herself. And y'all was sitting there talking in the chat. So I'm sure she probably thought y'all were, you know, y'all were interacting. Shit.
I did. I really
What's
did. I'm
up,
so sorry,
Jillian?
y'all.
Okay. I was like, no, baby, you got it. I was like, when you going live? She was like, I am live. I'm like, huh? I was like, no, baby, it's over here saying you got people waiting. Okay. Okay, so shout out to Big Purp who learned a very valuable lesson today on how to go live on StreamYard. She will never ever forget that go live button. I promise you, okay?
I would never
Because I'm
forget
sure
ever
she did her
again.
best show. Y'all know she did. Did nobody hear but past that.
No,
Damn
he's
it.
coming to work. It's just me by myself.
Oh, okay. Lord, well, he didn't hear either. Oh
He
my
didn't hear
goodness.
a thing. He didn't hear a word. But guess what? I came in. I'm still here. That's all
You
right.
still here.
Once
That's
you
what
forget,
matters.
you will learn. When you learn, you will remember. So next time, guess what? I'm gonna remember. That just tells me, guess what? You've been gone off live too long. You got to do
That's
better.
right.
I'm gonna do better. I promise.
That's
I'm gonna do
right.
better.
What's up, Big Jillian? Y'all, it was so funny, but I'm glad because this is a serious topic. Shout out to everybody that was over there in my live earlier, where I exposed one of the people that's been trying to, of course, assassinate my character. Okay, he's been alleging certain things that I've never partaked in and calling me out my name, treating me this and that. And we broke the story, of course, about the abuse. So my thing is, you know, thankfully we have Perp here who has witnessed certain things, and she really cares more about being a community voice. So shout out to everybody that allowed me to get my stuff off on my channel, but this is a serious matter and I don't take it lightly. I too am a survivor of abuse, you know, and you know, it goes far, far too much. Let's be clear.
Yeah. You know, when
Yeah.
she was screaming, that bothered me so bad. It made my skin crawl. It made me get water water in my eyes, and made me close my eyes. I'm
That's
like,
mine.
that hurted me.
This is for everything.
I felt all of that. I felt everything that she was getting when it was happening to her. You know.
Girl, hold on. Tara just went and stole my salad. On God. Like, for
Oh
real.
Lord, it must be
Girl, hold
good.
on. Girl. Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she can eat, yeah, but she's on her diet. Look like she losing a little
Yeah, I
weight.
like my little salad and stuff. I like good stuff to eat.
Wicked skin is so pretty, y'all. When I went to her house,
No, it ain't, y'all.
so
No, it
yes, it
ain't.
is.
That's
Yes,
called.
y'all. She had some pretty skin. Her skin was so.
No. Okay, so before we get in the topic, can we tell them about the treat you have at your home that you've been indulging in all
Yeah,
week?
you sure can. Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh! So what's the name of it? Because I'm gonna share a picture of it.
it
Well,
is
you can like
called.
please start telling them what it is, and if
Okay,
you can, yeah, I'll Google a
it
picture.
is called a steamer sauna. Oh, y'all, let me
Steamer,
tell you what happened. Yes,
y'all.
steamer
You gotta
sauna.
see it to believe it. Like Perp has been doing her thing, and she too. Her skin looks so flawless. Okay, steamer. What did you say, sauna?
Sauna. Steamer sauna.
Now, guys, we're not actually getting paid for this. Okay, so this isn't a paid sponsorship. However, I do believe in letting people know about a decent product, and from what I could tell, I think I should look really get one myself as well as you guys. So hold on, Perp. They got a lot of different ones. You got to tell me more. Is it by Salimo?
Um.
Does it come with a hood or?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it right there.
Okay, let's
And it
see if
got a
this.
pocket for your phones in the front. Got 2 pockets in the front.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see this. Hold on, I'm gonna share it in just a second.
Y'all got to get y'all
It's
one. I'm
on
telling you.
Amazon.
I got mine at Walmart. But I'm sure it's on Amazon as well. I got mine at
Okay.
Walmart though. Yeah.
Hold on. Let
It's
me
on
come
sale
over
at the
here.
present time. If y'all don't have a steamer, y'all please get you one. I think I've lost like 2 pounds in 2 days.
Oh
You know,
wow. Okay, can you see it? Oh wait, hold on, I shared the wrong page. I don't think this is this that? Oh well, this one says it's $80. And then they've got one for $48.90 and then one for $60. So it's different prices basically.
I paid $69, $73 an hour with tax. It was on sale. I got it. It might be still on sale.
Oh wow. Okay, so guys, if you see this, you get in there and Perp, how long do you stay in it?
I stayed in an hour. I've been in an hour each day. I've been in 2 hours altogether for 2 days.
Oh, now you got to share the page, baby, on your part. You see where it says down at the bottom?
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Click add to screen. Okay, so guys, this is what we're talking about. Okay, this is what she purchased, but hers is really cute. It's pink, okay? It's really girly. And I don't know, y'all. It's something that we ladies should maybe think about. You know, it's something that, pretty much I would think it opens your pores and really good at detoxifying yourself. And like she says, she's lost 2 pounds.
I sure have. And when I first did it, y'all, my shirt was so soaking wet. I mean, I was wet. My shorts was wet. And it gives you a stool to sit on. And I sit my steamer with steam come out of underneath my chair. See how wide it is? You can fit your whole body in there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you also have something for your legs. That you put your dirtiest, like you put your legs in there for a second person want to be enjoying the same steam with you as well for your legs. They can do that also with you while you sit in the steamer sauna as well. So it's very enjoyable. I mean, my hair was wet. I had the hood on. I had the hood on. The hood had my hair wet. My face wet. Water was coming down my face. My arms were so soaking wet. My legs, my back. You got to get you one, ladies. If you don't want one, let me know. Give it to me. Share it with somebody else. Or somebody might want one. But you got to get this. It's a deal breaker. A deal breaker. I promise. We can go get her one, she said. Yeah. So
excuse me for 1 second, Perp. I got a phone call. I'll be right back, baby. But please continue. You ready? Just let me know. And when you want to take it down, you see where you just click remove.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, baby.
But if you ladies want to get one, go ahead and get you one. It's nice. So try it. Hey, if your birthday coming up pretty soon, what be the better way to get a nice birthday present like that? It's not costable. Don't cost too much. You will use it. So I'm going to try to use mine once every day for an hour. And then when next week come, I'm going to try to go 2 hours per day. But when I do get in the steamer, I have been getting the steamer for the last 2 days. Now, when I get out the steamer, I take my shower. When I take my shower, like my whole body just like feels like it just feels so good. You know what I'm saying? And when I go straight to sleep. So you got to get you one. Christmas coming around pretty soon. They tell you, well, I can't afford one. Well, just go ahead and start saving now. You can start saving now. And by the time Christmas comes, you can get that for me. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing I can tell you. But yeah, it's very great to have. It is cute, Miss Helen. It's really cute. So you have the hoodie on. And I have mine on my patio. I sit my steamer beside my patio so I can open my door up and I can feel the air come in if I get too hot. And it has a little timer. It has a remote control, it has a little timer on it as well. And with the timer, you can time. I'm not time mine for. I put mine on 999. So I do mine. And when I get through, by within an hour, it be done and over with. And then once I do that, I might eat me some grapes or something like that, or some strawberries or whatever, and I'm ready for me a nap at that time. I most definitely am. But yeah, get you one. Try it. Layaway. Oh, my bad. Walmart don't have layaway. I'm sorry. But get you one. Save for it. You owe yourself that. And pretty soon, I will be showing you all my jacuzzi I'm going to get. Wish have jacuzzis. If you don't have a Wish app, get you a Wish app. It's very important. I'm gonna get me a Wish. I'm gonna get me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get me a jacuzzi from the Wish app. I think it's like maybe $60 or $80, something like that. It had the remote control panel and everything. And when I looked at it, like it's so soothing. So yeah, I'm gonna get me a jacuzzi in a couple more months to go on my patio, and me a hammock. You know, I'm getting real constructive around here. You know, but it's just basically something for me to enjoy myself as I spend my money and my time um here at home to relax. Where I can be relaxed at my house. You know what I'm saying? To do things I want to do. Give me a bottle of wine, lay in my hammock, drink me a bottle of wine, lay in my jacuzzi. It's gonna happen right now. I haven't drinking wine during my summer, but I've been drinking stuff like lemonade, and water. But yeah, get you one. But back on the subject again, um, about the domestic violence. If you know someone domestic violence, ladies, and they need a friend at the time, be their friend. Don't talk about them. Don't mistreat them. Don't go back and repeat what they said. Help them out. Help that man out if he's really being abused. Any means in the chat. Women, help your sisters out if they're being abused. You know, if you
Amen.
about in the chat.
Hey, and Perp, you know as well as I do, a lot of times it goes back and forth. The woman doesn't leave the first time of abuse. She
Yeah,
goes
that's what
back.
I'm seeing. I was wondering how long had this been going on in this man's house, and um, I know it's been going on for a while because he was comfortable with doing it. So how he
Very
was doing it made him
comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah, so I know he was comfortable. So it's been going on for a
And
while,
he had
but
no regards for that baby that was screaming in the background.
no, he could have picked that baby up and attend to that baby because what he was doing to that woman was not called for. It didn't make any sense at all. Why would you do this? Why would you disrespect a queen like that? Your babe's mom like that? You told you loved her once before. You wanted to be with her once before. She was your everything once before. You want to have your children once before. And this is how you treat her? No, it's so wrong in so many levels. Keep your hands to yourself. You know, sometimes when a man jump on a woman, he's scared to fight a real man. He won't fight a man. He'll run and hide from the man. He's scared what a real man had to say to him, and that a real man won't approve of what he's doing and how
Yeah.
he's doing it, especially around a kid.
Oh, he wouldn't do me like that. Oh, best believe he wouldn't do me like that. And she's been, of
Yeah.
course, submissive to him and tried to actually make a family for him. She stated she'd given him money, from time to time, over $1,800. So my thing is, he's been on, all around YouTube disrespecting me as well as some of the other women for months now. He's been doing this, and
Yeah.
it sounds like he's had some sort of mental break. So I'm sorry, this happens far too many times. So if you have experienced any sort of abuse, ladies, you got to get help. You got to know it gets worse, not better. Okay, it's only gonna get worse, and you can't fault your family when they don't want to open up the doors to you. Okay, because a lot of times we've brought that on ourselves by going back.
Yeah. Family members turn your back on you, and they don't want to get into it because they don't want to be the one to say, "Well,
What up, Envy?
you broke me up," or it was calling you in our relationship. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all because it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense at all because there are places you can go, people who will help you. There are all kind of sources
Well,
out
but
there.
you think that, but a lot of the abuse, domestic violence centers around the country are full to the brim, and they don't have housing for a lot of people. In the city that I'm in alone, okay, the city I'm in alone, or not, well, y'all know I'm in Texas now, but the city I'm from, okay, they actually were sued, okay, by the Coalition for Domestic Violence because it was two women who were killed needing to flee from their abusers, and they did not have adequate housing in their domestic violence shelter. The problem with that is, y'all, there was funding years and years ago, almost 5, maybe 6 years ago now, where they actually built condos allotted for women who were in a domestic violence situation. These condos are gated, okay? And they're 100% brand new condos and empty. The government,
Empty.
the city did not, yes, girl, they did not let not one family move in there. And the reason being, it said because the women would probably tell the men that they felt
Oh,
they allowed these women this beautiful condo to live in somewhere safe for them and their children, that the women would go back to the abusers, and be sneaking abusers in. So that was their
wow.
excuse. So this condo, like I said, I'm gonna see if I can do a little history on it and find it for you. But if y'all can imagine, they're brand smack new, never been lived in, and they had been sitting for years,
Isn't that
fully
terrible?
functional, ready to go, nothing but sitting. And
So
women
they,
died because they would call and they would tell them they had no space.
well, I wonder how
So,
long they can keep this empty like that, because there are women who won't tell. There are women who are really trying to get away and make a better life for themselves and their kids.
hey, Denise. Hey,
I can't
baby.
understand. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Well,
Yeah.
ladies, find
And I
yourself.
make light of it. I make light of it. I'm going to beat you this. I'm going to do this and that. But when it comes to a couple that is trying to raise a child and you think of that child hearing and seeing that type of abuse, it's not cool. It's not cool. So I
It's
thank you
not.
for having a channel where we can talk like this.
It made me wonder, did he see his parents do that in his home? You know what I'm saying? Did he bring that with him to his home as he grew up to be an older person? Did he watch his dad do it to his mom, or his brothers do it to his girlfriends, or something like that made him want to be an abuser to jump on a woman? What where did you get that from? It has come from somewhere to hit a woman
Well,
like
a
that.
lot of times, just our culture in general is taught to disrespect women, to treat
Yeah,
women like bitches and hoes. You a
yeah,
pimp, and every woman is a hoe, and it's bros before hoes, and that whole mentality. They
yeah,
don't value
yeah.
us the same.
That's crazy. And they say it starts between the ages of 15 and 44 for
Mm.
domestic violence. To be an abuse that started happening to them. You know, I only had it happen to me one time, and that's something that I don't want to be back involved with anymore. That wasn't for
Mhm.
me. But believe you me, we tore the whole house up.
I know that's right.
The whole
And
house.
he's such a coward the way that he went after that woman who, has a child in there.
Yeah.
And then has the nerve to be threatening her, saying he's going to take the child.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah,
You
saying
know,
he's going to get custody, acting like that.
he won't get custody. He won't know what. He won't get nowhere near custody. For anything, he probably lock him up for being an abuser. He won't get no
And then
custody.
did you hear him saying he has warrants?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She mean make those warrants active on him.
Y'all, mental
Automatically active
illness is
warrants.
real. And one thing about this internet, they don't screen anybody. Anybody has the freedom to come on here and press record until you do what you is it, correct. But they don't screen these people. So some of these people really do have straight up whole life mental illness, and that's why they run
Yeah,
to the internet.
they
And,
might
and
just
you
start
know
just screening.
yourself, yeah, particularly so this particular person for years has been, or excuse me, for months now has been on YouTube bragging about the things that he does, when it comes to taking advantage of people and pulling up their information. You've heard him, girl.
Yeah,
It's
I
a hot
heard him.
ass mess.
He had a strong little voice. He was talking all that noise and everything, and he
It
had.
is sitting up there like a
What did he have
little
in his
munch.
hand? What did he have in his hand? He had something in his hand when he
I'm
hit
trying to
her.
figure that out too, because he was looking in a motion to try and look like he was coming in a stabbing type
Right,
position.
right. I wonder what did he have in his hand to hurt her with, to even hit her with.
Yeah.
The way he was hitting her, like
And the
he was
saddest
hitting her
part of
with it.
all is she's still saying she wants him to get counseling. And so, in other words, she would still like for things to, of course, work with them.
Right. She want to work things out, but she don't want to be in abuse with her child. You
But
know.
he has other issues with the drinking. So, is he really at the level where he sees himself as needing counseling? No, he doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
It's very selfish.
Yeah. Maybe someone need to record him like they did and show it to him, show how his reactions is, because he's so small, you can break him in two little pieces.
Girl. what you say in 3 pieces. If you go real tiny and cut his toes off, because he is tiny.
His little tiny toe.
Girl, he wouldn't have
You
tried
know,
me like that. Ooh, baby.
if I'm being abused by someone, trust me, we're gonna fight. We're gonna tear the whole house up if I
I
got to
agree.
save my life.
I
Because
agree,
I would
Kurt.
not be beaten like that because it's ridiculous. You know, I wasn't raised it like getting beaten up and then turn around and guess what? They smile in my face the next morning when we go, hey, baby, and kiss and hug on me. And I got black eyes and I got bruises on my arms, my legs, my
Mm,
back. You know, hit me there, hit me there. And you
mm.
want to still look at me? No way, sir. No, no. I'm not pretty no more. I'm not
Yes,
going
you
to do
are.
nothing. Once they beat on you, yeah, you still pretty, but you never think you're pretty because he'll abuse you so bad in your face to just where you think that nobody's gonna want you when he do that to you. But you're
Yes.
wrong. You know, there are men that's loving men that don't want to abuse a woman. They want to love a woman
Everyone
as
deserves
her.
to be treated. Yeah, everybody deserves love and to be treated with respect. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. They need that. It's important to have love and respect when you're in a relationship because that's really the only way a relationship is gonna really work. You know,
That's true.
100%. You know,
That's
not getting
true,
beat up
Kurt.
on. Yeah, it's terrible. We got to do better, men. We got to do better, women. We got to do better. You know, it's not cute at all. We got to stop bringing strangers into our houses, you know, around our children. We got to do better with that. We got to watch what we say in our homes because kids do pick up words and them words do travel and you be like, well, where that word come from? It came from you. You know, it
Mm.
surprised you. So watch what you say and watch how you move in your house when you have the
Amen.
little ones around.
TT said she heard it was a weed pipe, so like a
We like,
whatever, allegedly.
yeah. That's bad.
That's
That's bad.
glass.
So and yeah, that is glass. That's glass. That's that what they call it, the thick glass they call it that they use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's glass. Isn't that terrible? I hate that for her. But Bookie just screamed, just did it for me. Oh my God.
I know.
Miss Helen said, beautiful Sister Angel would truly be his match. LOL,
Oh,
he would
girl,
never
yes,
touch
Lord.
another woman. Yes, Lord. Yes.
I have a low
Yes.
tolerance for these immature ass men who go around and their mamas didn't do their job. So now they think a woman great to put up with it. Fuck no, I won't. Excuse my language, but no, I won't.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes men sit around and laugh about that. Men sit around and they're being
Yeah.
doing so much and so it's so funny to them. It's not really funny.
What? Yeah,
It's not
you're
funny at
absolutely
all.
right.
Hello, Sister Marquette. Hope
Hey,
all is well with
Marquette.
you. Yeah, yeah. Hope all is well with you. But if we women did it to men like that, like they do us, I wonder how much trouble would we really get into, you know.
That's true.
But then when women have so much time to she could just sit around and think about what I have done to her, and the next time he do it, she gonna lash out. You know what I mean? How much trouble is she gonna get into because she lashing out now that she's tired of being beaten and being abused. You know what I'm saying? What are they gonna do to her? Give her probation? Give her prison time? I wouldn't think
Yeah.
prison time is not know what should be in the book because of the fact that she's tired of getting beat up. She wants
Mm.
to change. You know?
Well, okay, in this situation per se, what made her come to the internet where he's frequented? You know, I feel like she was finished and tired of the BS.
You think so?
Oh gosh, yeah. I think she was to the point where she don't know what to do because he's probably getting worse.
Yeah. It got to be worse. Look how he did her. I just imagine how light it was before. I mean,
Mm.
my God, it's terrible. But all we can do is just pray for her and hope that she, you know, do something else. You know, change her mind. Don't go back. She talked real strong. Her voice is real strong today, and she sounded like she knew what she wanted today when she was on other panels and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, she pretty much thinks. I think she knows what she want to do now. I think she
I
at that
hope
point what
so.
she want
Because
to do.
it's not easy. It really isn't. It really isn't getting out of any relationship isn't
No,
easy. It's easy to get into, but hard to get out of.
it is. It is. It
That's
is.
why it's
It really
quality
is.
before quantity, because people can really be jacked up in the brain.
Yeah, they can. They really can. They sure can.
She definitely should get the restraining order, TT. But please just be, mindful. Remember, this is book. This is somebody who, for probably about the last, I would say, 5 months, has been constantly bragging about dipping into people's personal lives and doing background checks and doxing people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, not saying that she shouldn't go and get, the restraining order, but just saying she may need to also move. If I was her, I would consider moving to a different location, changing my number, changing my emails. And I'm sorry, I don't look, this is my thing. I don't, underestimate the love that a man is supposed to have for his children. So he could get himself together and still turn out to be an amazing father. But right now, he is a whole live demon. So those kids just don't need to be subjected to that. Neither does she. So
Right.
I'm sorry. Right now, he doesn't deserve visitation. He doesn't deserve those rights. Those are for you when you know what you're doing. If you sitting up there abusing the child's mother in front of the child, now mind you, that this is going on, acting like he's been acting, I'm sorry. She should take it very serious.
Yeah.
He does,
Um.
I agree, need counseling.
Yeah. That was Denise said she don't understand how can you be studying law and have warrants. I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't know. They
Well,
have to
and that's
in
just
your
it.
room.
He probably just works in some clerk office. It's not as if he's anyone who, uh has any validity or any other sort over here or anywhere on YouTube or anywhere else in life. You know what I mean? So
So they're trying to say that she was talking to DJ and trapping. No.
no,
He said
Trapping was
maybe
on the
they
show.
did.
Trapping was only trolling when he
But didn't they
said
know how he did it? But they didn't know how he would do. Do her. Then I guess, huh?
no.
Isn't it
But
terrible?
he and that's the thing, like, but yeah, he obviously had a big problem thinking that she was with him, but it wasn't any truth to it. And I just feel like he as a man still should have known how to keep it where he wouldn't have put his hands on her. Like for him to put his hands on her like he did, it just shows how weak he was, because she was basically saying what we told her on YouTube, or that's
Yeah.
what when he attacked her. So
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah. They too focused on YouTube. They find something else to do. He do rather. She got plenty to do because with that
I
baby,
agree, Kurt.
she take care of the baby. I mean, you can tell he don't even think about the baby. Well, he just passed the baby on up. So they kept hollering.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And a lot of times these abusers use the kids, to trap you.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
A lot of times that's a technique that's used to tie you down, and keep you in a position where they know where you are, you can't move around,
Mm-hmm.
people don't like to get involved when children are involved. They try and give you a little bit more respect of your relationship. So it's
Right.
easier for them then to come along and, detach you from your friends. They
Yeah,
turn the people that's in your corner, they move you away from them quick.
they do. They do. They get really real quick, real quick. But that's something we got to stay strong on, ladies. Have us a safety plan. Get you a small
Mm-hmm.
bank account of your own when nobody know but you. Save you some coins up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Make
And
sure
ladies,
you
always be mindful of that man that'll come along trying to talk shit about your friends. Your friends were there before him. They go be there after him. Okay. So be very mindful if you're in a new relationship and now it's why you always talking to her, or she a little nosy, or be mindful of that, ladies. That's a red flag, because they'll separate you from that person, because they know that's your go-to person. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Marquette said she needs to go to Haven for Better Women for help. They will help her move out of the state. Oh, okay. Out of the
Mm-hmm.
state. Oh, I know they make help you move out of the state. Okay.
Which is absolutely horrible if you're speaking of a woman that's got ties there by her family or any of those things, isn't that horrible to think that she would have to pack up and leave and go to another state just because
Man,
the child's father doesn't want to do what he knows he's supposed to do? I mean, come on. What rational adult thinks that they're supposed to mistreat, abuse verbally, physically, and financially the mother of their children? Come on now.
yeah. TT said the lady said he was obsessed with YouTube. Wow. And stuff being said about her and him. So that's what made him go crazy.
Mm.
He invests too much in YouTube. I thought maybe he had so much to talk about crypto that he had, that should be focused on that. So he knows a lot about it. He's good at it. That should be something that he should be focusing on is the crypto.
Yes.
Instead of abusing his wife, or baby mama, where you want to put it. Yeah. It's things to focus yourself on and then step you can do besides.
If I could ask her real quick for one of the angels to drop the number for abuse in the chat, maybe, if y'all don't mind, it comes right up. It's of course the domestic violence hotline website that would connect them to local resources that they need if that's their case. And if you need someone to talk to, I myself am available, or the angels. We will be as confidential as need be. Believe me, this ain't about clicks and views. This is about the fact that we women are going abused. Okay. And I'm sorry, it's not always up to the men, ladies. Not like seriously, we can't always blame them. We already know we've got to work on ourselves. And I think it's important right now that if we have an outlet where we feel safe to come in communion and people don't have to worry, then we did our job, y'all. We rocking and we rolling.
Yes.
Shout out to the angels in the building that inspired me to do a channel that's going to help people, because this is too many women's stories, y'all. No woman should have to hear about, no woman should have to endure this type of abuse. Not for a man that she gave children to, not for a man that she's sitting up there trying to be romantic with, not for a man that she's trying to love, not any of these things. We as women, we need more. And unfortunately, women too can be abusive. Hell,
that's right.
Let's be clear.
We run in the United States. Women, we run in the United States.
Yes.
It's more women running things than men. So women are executives now. They're assistants and stuff. Yeah, come on, man. We can do this. We are running the United States as women. Women's rock now. We run this. And we run in America. We got women.
And not to mention our household.
Yeah.
My grandmother once told me something that always stuck with me. She said, a woman runs the household, but it's her job to make the man feel as though he does. Wasn't that something to say?
Right.
We can't treat them like they treat us. They cannot handle it. No,
they can't.
That's why I feel they use the physical against us.
Mm-hmm. Some men just have a one-track mind. Women, we multitask.
Yeah. And we're all too forgiving, and we're ready to accept their flaws. Not saying they don't accept some of our flaws, but let's be clear. Hey, RH, how you doing, my love? I got something for you. RH, please send me an Instagram message if you don't mind. It's Wicked Angel. The E is with a 3. Please, I've got too many. I looked for your name, and the only one I found was with the group. So just please, got something for you. But thank you for coming in. Yeah. And Perp, one of the things too, I found out, when it comes to abuse is it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
No one wants people to know that their home isn't up to par. So a lot of times I feel women and men can find themselves in relationships for far too long.
Yeah, to make the women to keep it a hush hush. Won't say nothing about it. And so that's when it get worse and worse when you keep it quiet.
Worse and worse. I agree.
Yeah. You gotta speak up. Speak up. Help yourself.
Yes. That same man that does that to you won't do it to another woman. He won't. He'll have fear for that other woman, and he'll know what he's up against.
too strong. She'd be too strong for him. Some
Yeah.
men fear strong women. Some men can't handle a strong woman.
Not at all.
They can't handle a strong woman. You know, you got to be able to handle a strong woman because a strong woman gonna need a strong man to understand what she's saying, how she putting it.
Yes, I
You know?
agree.
Yeah, most definitely a strong man gonna be needed for a strong woman because a weak man can't handle a strong woman. He'll be so confused. He'll be so disorientated. There's no understanding that he would have for a strong woman. He don't know how to handle her, hold her, even make a good debate or a good discussion with her because he can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do
Hey, Reviews and More, welcome. Hey, baby.
it. Hello, everybody's coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in to listen to Vino Entertainment TV. We have a lot to talk about. It's an adult topics. Well, it's an adult show. So come on in. We're not biased over here. We're not here to judge, speak on you, mishandle you, and make you feel a little at all. We all out here want to do the same thing, is to love everybody. And we all here to do what? Make everybody happy.
That's right. We need more love, y'all. We got to love ourselves in order to love others. And I think a lot of that is why we tolerate these relationships. You deserve more. If abuse is going on, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional, at least seek counseling, y'all. You know, a lot of times, especially in our melanated communities, we don't believe in, counseling. But y'all, it helps because a counselor's job is to give you certain tools for you to sometimes get outside of your own head. The trick is, like, say, for instance, if a person goes to a counselor and they're depressed or they're having a hard time with getting out of a relationship, then it's that counselor's job to challenge their patient to do certain tools, whether it be to write down certain goals, to write down their fears, whatever it is, it's challenging that person to take a look at the issue and look for a solution. Okay. And that's the thing. So, just to say that, where, if you are in a situation where you do not have, anyone to go to, consider at least, and you don't want to leave the person, because I feel you should leave them, but I at least seek counseling. Go to your church. Most pastors don't mind counseling. Okay, and that right there is available. You just have to call.
That's right. That's right. We got to stand strong as one, each individual. We got to do that. Everybody's pretty. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is handsome, and every woman is pretty. You know what I'm saying? So there's no such thing that you're not this, you're not that, because you are all of that and more. Don't let no one put you down where you feel that you can't stand up for yourself, because, oh, yes, you can stand up for yourself. And there's things you can do to make yourself proud of yourself, make you feel good, make you want to give yourself a hug, even though they don't want to give you a hug, but give yourself a hug.
That's right. Love yourself. Self-love is how you can get to that happy place, regardless of who the person is. They always go fall short. Child, people, y'all know how it is.
Yeah, me, I got the brown skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight back with no matter what.
Me too, Kurt. Me too.
I'm gonna fight back.
Yes, and we're not taking. It's not like I'm not seriously trying to make light of abuse, but what I'm saying is, no, I would not. Like, if he would have ran up on me, y'all, on everything I love, I would have kicked him in his forehead and tried to, y'all. What's that? What they say? Citizens arrest. I would have had his ass in a fucking headlock on God. Like, they would have had to have other motherfuckers to come that had some kind of like law, like enforcement, some kind of vigilante group, somebody, a bondsman, a bear. It would have had to be somebody. Well, I would have kept him there in a headlock. He wouldn't have got up. I would not like be and the reason be it is because, number one, he's a coward. He didn't have that same energy when he was arguing with a man who could have met up with him face to face. And he's 5'5" and 130 pounds. Let's be clear. Okay, so we can see why. Yeah, definitely he would be very timid to want to fight. But at the same time, but look at how vulgar, and disrespectful he was to the woman that tried to make something of their relationship. Even now, she is one of the ones that's saying she wants him to get counseling.
Yeah, she loves
So,
him too. She still love him.
hmm
She's still in love with that man. I can understand that too. By being still in love with him, I understand that. I really do. But I understand that being in love, also trying to get yourself some help. I definitely understand that. Most definitely do. So take care of yourself, ladies, and your children. They're the most important things is you and your child. Save yourself. You know, don't be shy. Tell your mom. Mom understand. Dad gonna understand later on. I think get real mad, but yeah, because he's not gonna understand because he didn't do that in his household. So what
Nope.
dare him to do it to you in your own household? So yeah, most definitely, I would. I think I would tell Wiki if I was getting abused. I would tell Wiki I'm getting abused. I would let her know that I'm not happy.
Girl, oh Lord,
I'm gonna
ooh,
put
it wouldn't go
to your mark. I
well.
want
It
you to
would
know that
not go well, people.
I've been handling business. Yeah, but everybody have a breaking point. No matter how bad you think you are, how tough you think you are, how you think you can do this and do
Yeah,
that. Everybody have a point where you're gonna need somebody to tell you get the relief off your shoulder.
I agree. I agree. And people try not to judge your friends either because that might close off the method they have to let you know. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm. I understand.
It's just not easy. These men, these perpetrators, they specialize, like I said, in making sure you don't have anywhere to go.
Right, right. And sometimes trying to break down your friendship with people or or even with your parents.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've seen men who flirted. They may start flirting with the friends. That's a quick way to make sure that you disassociate, get rid of that. Oh, I'm with my man, and now he's over here. I saw him looking at her.
Yeah,
I've seen them do that. I've seen them do the whole, oh well, I don't think that's your friend, or she tried to talk to me, you know what I mean? She said something a little
yeah,
bit funny to me, that whole little making wedges, creating a little function just to separate you so that then there's their best form of abuse,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Keep you in the house. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like in my situation, in one of them, he was a little bit younger. And I really loved in the beginning the way that even though he was younger, he acted older, like he made sure he took good care of me, when I say spoiled me and gave me gifts, all that was there. Okay. But it was not where it was like controlling to the point where I felt loved. It was controlling to the point where any and everything I did had to include him, or it was going to be a whole lot of problem, you
Hmm.
know? And it was very sad to me because I loved him and I loved the attention, but y'all, it was just as bad. And when the physical abuse started, of course, I got out of it. But y'all, it blows my mind how long I put up with the controlling factor. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I couldn't even say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to run here to the Dollar General. Even that he had to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I said I was going like to the gas station or y'all just whatever and he wasn't a part, that was gonna be a situation because of control. And it was due to his self-esteem. His excuse was he had been cheated on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
He
learned
felt like
very
that.
well.
That's why he felt like that then, how he's been cheated on.
Definitely.
Oh wow. See how wrong he was. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's when you think you know somebody, you don't really know somebody. You don't know him at all. You do not know
I
him.
agree.
You don't know him. So don't never get too comfortable. I always have a master plan in the back. When you get comfortable with that person, make sure you got your master plan already in place. So if anything happens, you already know what you got to do. You know. You know what you
I
got to do.
agree.
The necessary already in order. You know, most definitely. The one thing about we got to do what is stay strong. We can't break.
No, everyone doesn't cheat. So I've been in relationships that are positive and it's not, but there is a lot of toxic stuff that goes on nowadays. It truly is. It's hard to find the type of relationship we deserve, but we have to work on it. That's why we collectively have to come together and then individually put forth the effort. Like we got to use those tools.
Right. We got to
Number
use.
one, know you're the prize.
Right.
You
You
know,
heard me.
if you aren't being celebrated, if you aren't being spoiled, then, excuse me,
Right.
first
Right.
and foremost, and you can't
You gotta do
tolerate
your
just
work.
anything. I think that's part of our women's problem is we tolerate more than we should of these men, and we stay longer than we should.
Right. Right. We do. I think we take stay longer than we should because I guess because we trying to see if they really love us or are they gonna be the
Yeah,
supporter to you or they gonna be the person they saying they gonna be or you know is it really what you really want? But then when you find by that time, like you said, you don't waste so much time. You know, you may feel like
yeah.
you need to stay, but still, you don't have to stay there. You just dip and
How
go.
many of you out there have had a relationship where you feel that you stay far longer than you knew? Like it was forehand, like if I knew then what I know now, I would have gotten out way sooner. Please drop us a comment below, especially if you're watching this on the replay.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't stay. No, no.
No.
The first time, you know what? I'm lying. I might say the first time because I might be like, well, I'd be trying to make an excuse. I most likely it'd be me trying to make an excuse with him, but he'll be apologizing. But then in my mind, I
Hey,
still want to
Paige T
stay there.
Clean. You
I
want to
would,
come up here, Perp? Do you want to welcome Paige T Clean? I think she's a sister
yeah.
that will have a lot of insight about this
Well, you
if
know
she's
what?
available.
You know what?
Or anyone else. I mean, Perp, this your show,
No,
baby.
no,
Do your
no,
thing,
no.
but your job.
'Cause my thing was frozen, girl. Yeah, I might need to go out and come back in myself. So how do I just go out and come back in, remove myself, and come back in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Something wrong with it. I think it's stuck or something. I don't know. I think I messed up when what's the name wasted coffee on it. I can't even go out.
Oh, okay. It's acting a
Mm-hmm.
little off. I got you.
Mm-hmm. I want him to invest in me another. I want to make him go give me another one. Hmm.
Look at you, okay? Because you have to have your stuff for your show. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him
I
go give me
feel
another
you.
one. Most definitely.
Be accountable. Look, that was his fumble,
Yeah, that was
huh?
his
I got
fault. He
you,
did it, and
girl. I got you.
he wasn't being a clumsy, being clumsy.
And
But
ladies, we have to worry about too how we approach men and whatnot. Cause I know y'all know my temper is a fool with it. Ooh, honey, if you only knew. Who
so
y'all
when you
think
first
y'all
meet a
see the
man,
wicked side?
do you teach him? You know, do you treat him real friendly? You go on to how long will you go into it? How long do you think you can go to a relationship before it start turning to a bad relationship? If it goes that way, this no
Day one with some of them is signs. Day one it can be signs, but like I think maybe about that second month,
the
you
second
kind of
month.
start seeing about that second month or so you'll start seeing patterns.
Yeah, yeah,
But baby, go ahead and refresh your screen.
yeah.
Click refresh. Just go ahead, reload. It'll let you
Oh,
back
okay.
in
Okay.
and come back because your number counts left too. So do have an issue with the screen. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure the people see you. But yeah, just make sure it's tightened back up. Just as far as
It's like it's stuck or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the little
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
It's not even.
Welcome to the show, y'all. Thanks for celebrating with me and the big sis perp. You know, she's an amazing woman who's been through a lot, in her life, and I admire her for wanting to have a platform that's not just about BS. Now we have a lot of fun on this here internet, and I thank y'all, the ones of y'all who, join me on my little journey through the streets of YouTube acting like a whole live fool. But Perp, on the other hand, is not trying to do that. Okay, she's got my page for that. This over here, we're having an amazing conversation. That hopefully people who might be going through that situation know someone who's been through that situation, and so on and so on, can get some insight and understand that you're not alone. First and foremost, you're not. This is something a lot of women have to endure far too many times, and it's so important for people such as yourselves to come together and voice your concerns, to let it be known.
Most
Okay,
definitely.
Marquette says, my marriage didn't go that way. My ex husband wasn't abusive until the last 2 years of our marriage. Wow, Marquette, that's sad that it got that way. And then here comes the abuse. I
Mhm.
know that must have been hard because it was something you hadn't experienced. You don't want to come up here?
No, I can't even do it. I can't even get it with him.
Okay, so click X and then just go back into the StreamYard. Click, and then when you go into the StreamYard, you know, it'll take you, you'll be able to go back into the create. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring you back here.
Okay. I ain't gonna do that. Like it's
Because it
froze.
won't even let you drop the link.
Well, it's like it's froze.
Hmm.
I don't know why it would freeze up.
Y'all bear with us. We gonna get it right. Mr. Pass, that perp has a run in with some coffee, and the coffee won a little bit. It got a leak. The coffee definitely got a leak in it. But it ain't gonna stop this. Look, it ain't gonna stop this show.
Most definitely. Oh, hey, they did that. It won't even. It won't let me go out. It won't let me do.
It won't let you exit out.
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
I'm glad I
Let's
knew.
let's
I'm in trouble.
see. I'm gonna see if I can find the link up here at the top. Let me see if I can scroll enough. I'll go in from my phone and
Do-
oh, I ain't no mod. You gotta arrange your mods.
You ain't did that yet.
Yeah, girl, you gotta get some mods. Hey,
Mm.
oh, Pamela was here. I let's see, hold on. Cause I don't think it's
Can I do
probably
from my,
not
can I do
gonna
from my phone?
huh?
Can I do it from my phone? My phone like that, I can't do from my phone.
Well,
Oh,
no, because it's still gonna be. You mean you jump off of here and then bring yourself back on? Yeah, it'll just have you in the two pictures, and then you can just let this one go.
I only with two pictures here.
Oh yeah, you might be able to drop the link. See if you can drop the link from. It will have to be your Vino Entertainment account though.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, you can drop the link from there. Well, no, because I can't find
No.
it. The link that went up in the chat. So next time, make sure we got a star the comment so it'll hopefully stay up there at the top.
Yeah. No, it's
But
not
you're
even.
doing good. It's still a great show. So
I
sorry
know.
guys
I'm
that we
not
can't
getting. I'm
drop the link
sorry.
right now. Okay.
I don't know what
So
happened.
none of the other buttons are working. Like what about X? If you click the X for the tab, it'll take you completely out and just redo everything. Come back in, and the show will still be going. It won't cut the show off.
Okay. See. It won't even get. It won't even do that. And that's
Okay,
something.
so do Control Alternate Delete and do a quick restore on the computer. I mean, not quick restore, but a restart on the computer. It'll take you a little longer, but I'm sure the ladies know my big mouth will run for a minute, but it's better for you to do that. Girl, you know I got your shoe. Tell them, y'all, we going to keep it going. Denise says, sometimes we as women decide to stay longer, especially if there's kids involved, but it only brings more pain. And when you deal with someone abusing
Okay.
you and hinders your growth. Amen. Is it growth you were saying, Denise? Amen. I agree exactly. And Marquez says, I am, and I thank God every day because I went through a lot throughout my life because I didn't get the help I needed and kept getting in bad relationships. And eventually I got help. Amen. Thank you, Marquez. I appreciate you for sharing that. And that's just it, y'all. Help is out there. We just have to know where to go. So it's good when we do have platforms such as this.
Right.
Um,
I dropped the link.
Good evening, my dear sisters. I pray that you will still be on after 8. I truly enjoy myself. I love you all. We'll be back in a bit. Okay, Helen, we love you too, baby. We got Sarah says, we got you, Perp. Okay, she got okay, there we go, y'all. The link is dropped. And then Perp, hit
Hmm.
that link and then hit the little star. So that's how you put it up there at the top. So it'll
Okay.
stay.
I put the star there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Uh-huh. And then right there on your board, you'll see where it says private chat, comments, live, and
Yeah.
star. So you see it's got one up there. So that's where you can tell what stuff you got up there.
Okay. Okay. I'm learning. Yeah. Y'all just don't know. I got a
You
good
rocking,
mentor.
you rolling, and I'm so
Good
proud of you.
mentor.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. God gonna bless me and gonna move me in the
Girl,
right way.
Marquette, I ain't even gonna say I ain't gonna read it out loud, but you know I'm with you, girl. Then that's just it. We don't have to tolerate it. Oh no, you gonna meet your match, and you just did when you met us. The
Okay.
Wicked Angels ain't playing.
Most
Tell
definitely
them
not.
Perk they have no idea, dude.
Yeah.
The
No
show be
idea. No
behind the
idea.
scenes.
That's how it be. That's how it be.
Hmm.
We got to live ourselves. We got to protect ourselves always.
Yeah, and me as a woman who's always been a little bit vain. I mean, y'all, I'm old now, but when I was younger, especially, I was very vain. So the first time that I was hit by a man, it crushed me to look at myself and see myself with a black eye. That was just
Mm.
horrible. I couldn't imagine that that was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say that to say those scars can also be on the inside of you, ladies. So seek help, whether it be maybe even a Facebook chat. Start off there. I'm sure
Right.
there are tons of groups all around. Okay. Maybe go through in our city or in my old city, there was a magazine called Creative Loafing, and it would showcase different groups and different things that were going around locally. So I'm not sure if that's the name of the publication in your town or city, wherever you are, but please seek somewhere where it can be a group of individuals that can identify with your situation and help you with those tools to move forward.
Right.
That is
Right.
very scary
Right.
thinking of having to get, you know, um, warrants and having the police at your home and fearing your life and having your child witness abuse and financially crippling you and taking advantage of you and using, you know, alcohol or drugs or any of those
Mhm.
things, y'all. It's bigger than just you, okay? And it's important that you know you're not alone. If it's just you, call somebody, you know, and talk to them that you haven't talked to in a long time. Someone needs to know. Do not try and do this by yourself. And most importantly, don't think it's going to just go away or get better. Statistics prove it gets worse.
Yes. Yes. It do. It do. It really do. And we love our kids too. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better for our kids. You know, our life is here. We got to raise our kids now. So that means if this going home on your home, protect your kid as well. You know.
Okay? I love you, Miss Scott. You know you
Me too.
fly and fine.
She's sexy.
You sexy. And that's the thing, you know, y'all, you know, to think that we ladies have to endure abuse with all that's going on in the world, that's a lot. So please know that we come from the bottom of our hearts when we say this. We're not here to judge, but if you want to come up on the panel, I'm sure Perp would appreciate it just to share your story. You don't have to talk personally. We're not interested in clicks and views and some amazing story. But we do want you to be as transparent as you can can to give insight and bring awareness to what goes on in these households. What are some of the things you witnessed? I spoke of one of the signs is that they detach you from your friends. What is something some of the telltale signs that you guys have witnessed?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to stay out of the mess of life. I want to just have fun, live my life, you know,
Yeah.
not be no kind of mess of violence, no bunch of arguing, fussing, relationship. I just
Life's
want to
too
enjoy my life.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girl, life too short. I want to be like doing things I never thought I could do and laughing harder than I thought I could laugh. You know, like you ever laugh so hard you about to pee in your clothes, y'all?
Yes. Oh,
Like where something
I had
got
so
you
long.
so
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
being that happy, y'all. You know,
Yeah.
where something was so funny until you about to literally pee on your clothes. Like you cannot stop laughing. It is, and that brightens your whole day, y'all.
It
That's
do.
what
It
life
do.
is about.
Hello, Marquette.
Hey,
Hey,
Marquise.
hey, Wicked. Hey,
Hey,
Wicked.
beautiful.
Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing
Oh,
all
we
right,
well,
baby.
baby. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fine. I appreciate this topic. Like I said, I was dating this guy, my kid's father, which was my husband. Before we got married, I was dating him like 6 years, 6 whole years. He never showed no signs of domestic violence. He never cussed me out in those 6 years. And then we had 7 years of marriage. So the last 2 years that I married, she started, cursing me out. So I ain't think nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? Because he just cussing. We just get in a bad argument. And then that's when the violence start, Next time it was a slap. Then the next time it was pushing down. And
Mm.
next time it was kicking me in my ribs.
Oh my
So
God. Excuse me
I,
for a second. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys. Please continue. That's it. I'm
And
listening.
I had just gave birth to our third child, which
Mm.
he helped me raise my first child, but it wasn't his. But the last two kids was his. And I stayed because I was trying to make my
Oh
marriage
my
work.
gosh. Hey, TT. So okay, so I've been there now, and I don't mind opening up, and I asked a disclaimer that I'm sure Purple won't mind, which is we're women here. So for us to open up and tell our stories, it's only to inspire you, like young ladies. We've learned to beat your ass and cut you low. We ain't
True.
Hey,
going for it
RH.
no more. We survivors, okay? But if abuse is something that you two are going through, you don't want to talk about it, we're here to share our stories. So please don't use this as content against anybody, please. Okay? Now, I hate I have to say that, but you know how they use things against you.
Yes. Yes,
So,
please.
yeah. Yeah, seriously. But Marquette, I wanted to ask you, like, what was the first sign? Like, if you knew then what you know now, what was your first red flag?
Well, in the last 2 years of our marriage, that's when it started. It was the name calling,
Mm,
the bitches, the whores, you motherfucker, stuff like that. That's what really
mm,
started. And then
okay.
after that, the licks start, the slap,
Mm.
you know. Then he said he wasn't gonna do
Oh,
it no more.
oh, girl, I'm getting triggered now. Oh my gosh. And what about you, TT? Is there anything you would like to add? Look, Perp, I'm sorry. I'm acting like I'm on my look. Girl, my bad.
You be
Excuse
quiet.
me.
She's maybe something wrong. Something wrong,
Uh,
TT?
no, I had somebody come in the room. I
Oh, okay. Sorry.
didn't want the background. Salute Wicked and Perp and
Hey,
Marquette. I love
baby.
y'all.
Hey, hey, love you
I
too.
truly appreciate this platform and the opportunity to speak openly to each other about the domestic violence situation. Because I've experienced it on different levels, verbal, emotional, and some physical. So the physical started probably within year 3 of our relationship. It ultimately ended up being a 13-year situation that my daughter was produced from.
Okay.
But the red flags were there from day one. A lot of manipulation, mental manipulation, a lot of lying, cheating, wanting to be in control of my money, my finances, what I wore, just like try to
Yeah.
have control over me all the way together. And so by year 11, I just kind of like checked out physically and emotionally. We were sleeping in separate rooms, and I thought, well, maybe I should just keep this together because he was really good to my daughter, and I wanted it for her. But ultimately, what happened is I fell into a depression. I'd go weeks and days without getting up, bathing, showering. I wasn't able to talk to anybody. I
Oh
just
my goodness.
hated myself, and
Well, TT, excuse me for one moment, but Denise left a comment I wanted to read out so we could address it. She said, what if you're having a situation similar to that one, but you don't want the laws involved? In that case, Denise, I myself would encourage the person to move into a location where that person doesn't know about immediately. And in that case, cut off contact until it can be worked out. It's not
Right.
going to be productive for the kids if kids are involved. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. A lot of times, as well as I do, when you call 911, we're fearful nowadays that the wrong cops might show up. Let's be
Right.
clear.
But what you can do, you don't want the laws involved. Go to the Haven if they got a Haven in your city, because I know in my state they have a domestic violence Haven. Go there, get help. If you don't have one, go to your local police department. Just try to get help. You know what I'm saying? You don't have
Yeah.
to, let them. You just get help, or just like Wicked said, move. But if you're gonna keep going back without getting help, then it's gonna be dangerous. Eventually, it's gonna get dangerous, and you might lose your life.
Yeah. Facts.
and I just want all
Yeah.
women or men, whoever's in the situation where they're the victim, to take in consideration that when children are involved, you're not just the only one in that cycle. The children also enter into the abusive cycle, and it does
Yeah.
damage their minds as well.
Thank you,
Um,
Sarah.
they
I love
believe
you
that
too.
it's okay, and it's tolerable,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be accepted in any household. We have to remember that our children are our future, and
And they watch everything. They're
yeah,
sponges.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So I ended it by going to therapy and seeking help for myself, and that's how I
Good.
was
And were
able
they
to.
able to give you certain tools that you feel like
Oh
without the
yeah,
therapy,
Right.
you wouldn't have benefited as fast?
I just wasn't mentally strong enough, so therapy definitely helped me.
Good.
It
Right.
opened my eyes up to a lot about myself. And so instead of blaming him for every single thing, I also had to point the finger back at myself and say, you could have left. You had the willpower to leave. You had resources. You had the ability, the family support. I just fought against all of that because I wanted to
Mm,
stay. I wanted him to change. But
mm,
Right.
yeah, therapy is what woke me
Right.
up. And that was in 2019. And here I am, and I'm better than ever. So I graduated from
Good.
college with my bachelor's in healthcare administration. Um,
Let's go,
I'm
TT.
moving forward.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
Yes.
you. So I
Most
accomplished
definitely.
everything that I needed to for me, but I didn't have
Mm.
that that toxicity of that bad
And,
relationship
and I
get
was going to
involved.
say, now, would he have supported you going to school?
No, no. Because financially he was a bum. He didn't want to work. He wanted to lay around and watch me work and slave and bring in the income, and I had to bring home money for him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
wow.
I didn't
Yeah.
have time to go to school.
Right. And if you
Mm.
don't, if you don't get the counseling, like TT said, because see, when I was in my abusive marriage, I didn't get no counseling. I thought I could handle it myself. And then what happened was when I did that, I was in my early 20s. So when that happened, I kept getting into
Hey,
relationship.
past that. Mm.
I kept getting into relationship that was abusive.
Hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
did not get the help that I needed. But eventually, after just going through it, I got the help that I needed. I got the counseling, and they taught me how to see the signs, what to do when I see the signs, and also to love myself and my
Okay,
kids.
now that's a good thing you just brought up. What are some of the signs that you know now to look out for? What is something, if you do know a young lady out there listening to this, is dating, let's say that, what is something you know now to watch out for?
When they start yelling and calling you out your name, cussing you out, calling you bitches and whores, and it's very volatile when they call you those names. It's not just like
Mhm.
bitch. Like when we call each other
Yeah.
bitch, It's not like that. It's more volatile. It's more louder and more threatening. And love don't hurt. So remember, like if they start punching stuff, knocking stuff over,
Yeah.
throwing the chairs, kicking stuff, hitting the walls, that's signs of violence.
True.
Yeah.
And if they're trying to possess any type of control over you,
Yeah.
what you wear, who you talk to, Wicked mentioned like alienating you from your friends and family. That's a
Facts.
very big one. Um,
Isolation.
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
isolation.
Isolation is real. Yes. RA
Trying to
says
control
I'm
your
thankful.
finances.
The finances are a big thing too. The
Hmm.
finances are definitely a big thing too. RH says, I'm thankful that my abuse happened before I had kids, but I hate that I have to explain to them why I have this scar on my face from my abuse. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, you dear beautiful
Yeah.
soul. Bless your heart. That
So
makes me, y'all,
sorry.
that makes me so triggered.
Right.
These men, y'all, they don't deserve anything. They should throw their ass up under nothing. A jail too good for them. Put
Exactly.
them somewhere where they
Yeah.
can't eat. Y'all ever seen Naked and Afraid? That
No.
show is a show that comes on. I promise you, these men that go around, people go around abusing these women like this, I would give them nothing. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even give you clothes for your stupid ass. You wouldn't even have shoes. You would get nothing but the elements outside some damn where to fend for yourself. Because I
Hmm.
guarantee you these bastards can't even catch a fish. But
Yeah.
sit
Right.
up
And
and throw their hands up against a woman, and it's sad. Very sad.
It is. It
right. And
really
then
I will
is.
when it
say this: a lot of
right.
laws have changed within recent times, but just due to the fact that a lot of women have lost their lives. I mean, you've had men you on the outside, they're like they look so happy, they're in these
Right.
loving homes, and then um, one day the man just snaps and kills his wife and children. Like you have had news reports,
Oh my
an
gosh.
abundance amount of stories.
Oh,
I don't
TT,
remember
I've
that
had it
one particular guy.
personally. Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but thank you for saying that. I personally lost a good friend of mine, not because she was the one killed, but because of the situation that ended up occurring
Mm,
because she wouldn't take it serious.
right.
And I was afraid it was going to be her that died. And he ended up killing a 5-year-old child and mother, you
Hmm.
Hmm.
know, and my friend would basically take care of him financially for years, even after she had left him.
Wow.
And yes, and that wasn't even the only horror story that I know people personally. And I love my friend, don't get me wrong. We went to elementary school together. She was top of the class. And when we had lost contact, I assumed she probably was working for NASA somewhere, y'all. She was just that smart.
Yeah.
And when I reconnected with her, it was right after my situation of control and abuse, and it broke my heart because don't get me wrong, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So God bless her because she's a hardworking woman and takes care of her children. But to see her story, how she had pretty much been working from job to job because of this abusive ass bum who wouldn't even allow her to own her possession of her debit card or license, had been through what she had endured and been through. So,
Hmm.
long story short, um, you know how my mouth is. So we
Yes.
ended up falling out because I found out that after she had left him, she still was financially taking care of him. She still was engaging in long conversations, and she allowed him to move all the way out here to Texas to give him a place to stay. Okay, so I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it.
Mhm.
And she ended up finding another job, and long story short, needed to move somewhere where thankfully he didn't want to move. So he moved back to another state, and yeah, he within a month or this, I think it was probably about 2 months, maybe three,
Yeah.
he killed a young woman and her 5-year-old daughter. The mother
Oh
was
man.
found dead in the home, yet he took the baby's body and threw it in a landfill.
That's
Oh
sad.
man.
Right. It's sad.
And
I
that was
lost.
the man she felt. And when I would ask her, like, why do you still want to have anything to do with him? She would say, well, he's still a human. And I would say, no, he's not. No, he ain't.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't enable the abuser. Like
Yeah.
Yes,
they
and
have to go seek
yes,
help for themselves.
right. And then also don't let when you see them trying to isolate you from your family, tell you what clothes to wear, like TT was saying, and how to dress and who you need to hang
Yes.
around, looking through your cell phone, trying to
Nothing's ever right. Nothing's
right.
ever
exactly.
right. It
Yeah,
you
Right.
know, like
right.
with my ex, if I say like I felt like putting on some little makeup and an outfit, it was, oh, who you want looking at you? You know,
Right.
if I didn't put on makeup, if I just, I'm
Hey,
around the
pass
house,
that house.
it
How you
was,
doing?
oh, why you don't want to put on makeup and stuff for me? You would do
Yeah.
it for them
Right.
other niggas. You know what I mean? It was never gonna be right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's how they do it. And I tell people, sometimes I know as women, we say, well, if I tell my family, they gonna say I'm stupid. And
Right.
that's something that we must be careful as women when someone come and tell us that they're being abused. Don't call them
Mm.
stupid. Do not call them stupid. Don't say if that was me, I would leave because you don't know what
Yeah,
they're going through.
you
You don't
don't.
know
You
you don't
don't.
know what they're going through. So just listen to them, have an open ear, open mind, and just when they ask you for your advice, just say, "Well, I think you should get out." And then if they don't want to get out, give them the resources to get out. Like give them the hotline number. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they can get out. So don't call them
Yes,
stupid because that's another reason why a lot of women does not tell that they're being abused because they're afraid of what their family or friends might say.
I agree. And they're
Right.
embarrassed. Okay, a lot of
Yes.
times these men have crippled them financially. Let's be clear. So they're not in a good situation. A lot of times these women haven't been able to be, economically sufficient because these men have kept them tied down. Like my ex would wake up in one morning and decide I couldn't go to work. You get what I'm saying? And if I'm telling him, oh no, I'm going to work, to him that was, oh, you messing with somebody at work. Get the point?
Mm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of these men are
Yeah.
just really manipulative. They'll try to turn the tables around on you and make it seem like you're the aggressor. You're the one doing something to them,
Oh,
and
when
you're
because
the
most of us women start becoming aggressive and
That's
start
right.
Right.
fighting back.
yeah
Right.
in defense of ourselves. So one thing that really stood out to me, the current situation that we were discussing earlier, when that particular person was never, not even really in defense, just that he kept pointing a finger at her and making it
Hmm.
her fault. She cheated, she
Everything is
lied.
your fault.
Yeah.
Everything is your fault. They take no
Right.
accountability. They're not apologetic. These are sociopaths, people. They're
Yeah.
narcissists. They're sociopathic. They don't have the life skills to know how to have real, true human emotions. So they mask it
Right.
with aggression and control. At the
Right.
end of the day, it's control.
Right.
Right. Like Jillian
Right.
said, her niece, who is 19, came over for Easter dinner, and she was so tore up because her best friend since third grade had a baby that was 4 months old, and the daddy abused her all the
Mm,
time. And my niece would go
mm.
go
Go
and get
get her,
my
and
niece
I
to go
would
get
say
her.
no, just stay out of it. Well, it ended up beating that baby to death. Oh my
Isn't that
god.
terrible? That's terrible. My God. Oh, I pray
Mm-hmm.
for
Oh,
her.
Jillian, y'all please put some prayers in the
Yeah,
chat for that baby.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Mm.
heartbreaking.
Oh, that's bad, man.
That is.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That is.
And look at how she says her niece was only 19, so her friend was probably what, 19.
Yeah,
And to
Right.
think to endure that.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
man.
Oh my goodness.
Man, no.
Sometimes men use the children as leverage because they know how much, as mothers, we love our children, and
Right,
they will harm the children or the babies
Definitely.
to,
right,
put fear in the
Right.
mother.
Well, yeah, the baby isn't meant to come into their life for love. The baby is meant to tie you down.
right.
Right.
Okay, so once
Exactly.
that objective is there, well, then there they go. If they see the baby in your relationship's too tight, you're right. They
Yeah.
only want you to themselves. So they're very jealous
Exactly.
of that relationship, you guys. That
Yeah.
is why they don't mind abusing you in front of the children.
Yeah,
Right.
I had a friend who, her husband hung the newborn, like he was just a few months old, maybe 4 or 5 months old. He hung him,
Mm.
like dangled him
Yeah.
on the balcony stairwell and said he would drop him if she left him. And so
Oh
she,
my God.
and so
Just
she,
to even say that.
yeah, she begged and begged and don't drop my baby, don't kill my baby, don't drop my baby. You gonna stay? You gonna stay? Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay. And then the abuse
Yeah.
cycle continued. So like this is this horrific stuff, and you have
Mm.
to know, like Wicked said, you have to pay attention to the red flags. There's so many, and you just
Right.
have to know your power. You just have to
Yeah.
know that you're worth more than that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
And get out when you can. Use that
Yeah.
Right.
hotline. Call, seek help, speak to a friend, speak to a family member, somebody you know that will help you
Don't
anyway.
don't feel that you have to be responsible for someone else's problem. You didn't
Right.
create this. They were already a monster.
That's
Right.
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 That's
Right.
right.
And I know sometimes as women will say, "Well, I don't want to call the police," but let me tell you a story. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, but I'm gonna tell you one story that my best friend, she never called the police on this abusive guy, her kid's father. They broke up. He was abusive to her. They broke up. She moved out, you know, and he did other little stuff, but she thought he burnt his own house down, and she felt sorry
Mm.
for him. She let him stay with her. But guess
Mm.
what? He ended up killing this young lady, and this lady had 3 kids,
Oh my
and
God.
he killed her, and he had 2 kids by this young lady, and she had a total of 3 kids. So what I want to say to women: don't once you leave, do not go back. Please don't
Yeah.
go
No.
back. Because what happens, you normally, most of the time, women end up losing their lives.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because once you leave, that is such a big threat to the abuser
You're
that
making a
they want to make
contract with the devil.
yeah, they want to
And
make
once
sure
Right,
it doesn't
you've
happen again.
contracted to accept that abuse and ready to get out, too late.
Yeah,
right. And
yeah,
don't let them get on their knees and say, "Oh, please, baby, I'm not gonna do it again. I promise," because they will do it again.
Yeah.
Agreeable.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember the movie Belly? That taught me a lot from that
Yeah.
movie.
Yes,
Do y'all
yes.
remember in that scene where he had gotten caught, DMX's character had gotten caught cheating,
yeah.
and then he went
Mhm,
on to persuade the young lady Keisha to have sex with him,
Mhm.
mhm,
Yeah. I
and
remember that.
everything was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
mhm.
We women have to
Yep.
understand a monster is a monster.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Right. And it's
And
so
you walk
crazy with
away,
abuse.
a lot of times you walk away
Right.
with PTSD. You walk away with the fear of dating again because you think the next man is going to do the same thing for you. You have to go to therapy. You have to,
Right.
place God at the head of your table and put your strength in him, because that's the only way that you're going to, get through it.
Oh,
You have to
that's
Exactly.
sweet.
believe
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm more than this and I'm more than that situation was. And that's really where your strength is going to come from. I'm not ashamed that I went to therapy. I'm not ashamed to even talk
Me
about
either.
it. At first, I
Me either.
used to be, but I do know that my story can help somebody else. So,
Right.
And amen, you are a
Exactly.
survivor, you're not a victim.
right.
Right.
Thank you,
Now
Wicked.
your story can inspire and show other women and men, because it's not just women that go through this. Let's be clear,
Men
but of
too.
course,
Men too.
statistics, yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
outweigh more so women.
Right.
And the thing is, we all deserve the best quality of relationships. If
Yes,
you
we
are
do.
with a man that's abusive and you know that he needs help, then encourage him to get the help he needs. At least,
Right.
like, you have no choice. Go to his relatives, let
Yeah.
them know.
Right.
But of course, a lot of times they're gonna uphold him. That's their baby. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He don't do, and then sometimes then when you go to their family, they'll say the mothers. Some of the mothers will say, "Well, my son is not like that." And see, that's what I don't like about that. That's what happened when I was abused. His family kept saying, "Oh, he's not like that," but he was
Yeah.
like that. 2 years after
Yes.
the end of our marriage, he was like that.
My abuser's mama, she basically point blank told me that that's her son.
Hmm.
And we should be together. We should work it out. He'll get over it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
My abuser didn't even like his mama. That's a red flag. If he's not going to even respect his own mama, what made me think he was going to respect me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all, it's so crazy because I had gone to Mississippi. I moved with him and everything. Everything was good. And his family is huge there. First off, the whole town is his family. And then he owned this, okay, his family, okay, it was family owned property, okay, that was in Gulfport, right there by the ocean, amazing home, and it was empty. They just needed a relative, someone they felt didn't mind being there, to go live there. That's it.
Right.
Okay, beautiful home. They just wanted it upkept correct, nicely and whatnot.
Right.
So he wanted to move back to Gulfport, and I didn't because he was so controlling. So, long story short, one day I never will forget this day, y'all. This was when I couldn't do it, y'all. Um, like I'm sitting in the car, and one of his sisters, little childhood friends, because his sister was like in like a senior in high school. One of her friends asked for a ride to go to the store. And we were sitting in the car. We had just pulled up. So he told him, yeah, he would, he didn't mind. We could take him. So the little fellow went, got his little money, whatever, came, hopped in the car. And we went to the store. So the whole time we were there, he and the young man were talking. They were talking about sports because the guy played football. So they were having their little guy talk, whatever. Everything cool. Mind you, I have kids that guy's age, y'all. So
Wow.
or older. So long story short, the guy said, "Well, do you mind if I get you guys' phone number, so that in case I need to go back to the store and y'all going, y'all can take me because it's really hard to get to the store." We were in the country and the store was a couple of miles away. Fine. So my ex, his phone was dead, right? His phone was dead. And he had been playing music off of it. So I knew it was dead. Like I remember while we were at the store, him saying, "Damn, my phone completely dead." So I said, "Well, yeah, sure, no problem. Here, get my number." And I gave him my phone number. Told him to text me so we would have his number. That young man was 17, y'all, almost 18. And he left. Y'all, do you know my ex cranked up the car and drove off, drove me to an abandoned field, pulled out his gun, put it to my head, told me he should pistol whip me until the gun go off and blow my head off, and said that he knew I was a lying bitch and didn't really want to be with him, said that he knew I was wanting to fuck that little young boy because I was a stupid hoe.
Oh man, wicked.
Y'all, when he
Wow.
showed
I'm
me
so
those
sorry.
mountains of where I was and said, if I kill you, he was like, I could really make this shit look right. I'm dead serious, y'all. This is a true story. Now, would he have ever done it? Who knows? But the point is, he ended up not hitting me, with the gun, okay? But let's just say I ended up having to wrestle with him to get the gun out of his hand, which was very dangerous because he didn't have it on the safety. He took the safety off to put it at my head. So we sitting in the front seat fighting, which was fighting for my life, y'all. And after, he saw that I was able to somewhat handle him, let's say, he just said, "Quit playing. Damn, let's go home." And he drove home. Yeah.
Mm.
True story. And the thing is, so of course, that's when I went to his family. I went to his mother, and she point blank said, "Well, what do you want me to do? It's my son.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
He
Yeah.
loves you." Most women, you want a man that wants to want you. That's what I was told. So we women need to be accountable. That's why I shared that story, just to let you know it gets serious real quick, y'all.
Yeah, and there's
Right.
millions of stories like yours, Wicked, and
Right.
and Jillian is mentioned something down in the chat that it's very important that we do have a place to go to air our stories and talk about it and embrace each other and uplift each other. because
Right.
lots of times what happens is people don't want to hear it. It could be too triggering. It could be, you know, like Wicked's ex's family. No, they don't want to hear it because
Thank you,
that's their
Jillian.
relative. You know,
Mhm.
so we don't have the support, and
No.
we as a you know
And
collectively
one
don't
Amen.
thing about
support
me,
each
I
other.
can't go to my children. I have sons. I can't go to my sons and tell them, just anything about me and a man. They'll go, y'all, they be in prison.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Right. And another thing that when I went to get help, one thing they told me, if you're in an abusive relationship, that's men or women, don't never tell them that you're gonna leave them. Don't tell them, because if you
Yes,
tell them,
yes,
they would
yes.
kill you there. They would
Hmm.
kill you right there where you standing. So don't never tell them that you're going to leave them. If you're going to leave, plan your move, get some help, and go. If you got to leave all your stuff and go, go. But do not tell them you're going to leave them.
No.
Yeah, because here in Ohio, even if you're in an abusive situation, you have to go to court and legally evict the person. If their name is not on your lease, they automatically become a tenant at your address. So what I did was, and I mean, if they have so much as a toothbrush in your house, they consider them to be a resident, and you cannot make them leave. The police
Right.
Right.
cannot force them to leave. So what I did is I
Oh my
waited until he
goodness.
went to work one day and removed all of his belongings, set them on the side of the house,
Yes.
and when he came to the door, the locks were changed, and so he could not enter. I didn't have to let him in. He didn't have any belongings in my home, and that was one and done. It was over with, and
Good.
he had no choice but to go and find his own way after that. But yeah, you do what you
Wow.
have to
It's
do. Learn the laws in your state
Right.
and get the
Right.
support you need.
Right.
well, I'm
Because
Wow.
sorry
what
y'all had
happens,
to go through that. Oh, have
and another
mercy.
thing that you can also do, if you're in an abusive relationship, I don't want to tell the signals on here because if it's
Yeah.
a man that's abusing a woman, they'll know. But use a signal to your family, your friends that you're in trouble. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
let them know a sign. If I do this, that means I'm in trouble, and then
Yes.
they'll bring somebody to help you. So you're gonna have to try to plan your way out. Start saving your money. Just start planning your way out. And like I said, sometimes you just have to leave all your stuff there, and
Yes.
then look if you got
I've
kids,
done
look at
it.
your
And Marquette,
right,
that is why I go grape shit when anybody calls me broke or any of those things. I had a
right,
fucking 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house that looked like a goddamn castle that I worked hard for and enjoyed. You understand? But it came either
right,
that home, those material things, or my life. I had to make a choice.
yeah.
right,
I'm glad that you mentioned signals. Marquette, because something my mama always told me, if somebody's attacking you or hitting you or abusing you, if you are able to get away from them, run outside and yell fire, because people are going to look around, think their stuff is on fire, you know what I'm saying?
facts,
And then somebody
facts,
will
Oh,
more than likely come to your aid because they're like, fire, where the fire, you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one. That's a
And then
good
tell them, like, take me, I
I
need shelter,
yes.
call, let me use your phone, call 911, something like, I'm being abused, I'm being beat. So that's a good thing to remember as well. Like there's different ways to get away, but in that moment, people say you
right,
don't think that quick. You know what I mean? But yeah, you have to figure it out. So you do not have to sit there and take no abuse. You do not have to sit there and let somebody beat on you.
one.
Fight
Right.
them back if you can't fight them back. Get away from them the best you can.
get away from them. Right. And if you got
Mhm.
kids and stuff, look at your kids. Look at your kids and just look at their beautiful faces and say, you know what? We got to get
Right.
out of here. And when the moment is right, leave and never look back.
Hmm.
Right. Right. You get to do it sometimes. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Do what you got to do to keep yourself the way you want to be kept. Nice and
That's
neat.
right.
Happy kids. Kids loving you, always hugging on you, around your neck. They always smiling. You want to continue seeing that. Get your
Mhm.
getaway. Get your
Amen.
getaway. Yeah.
Amen.
And what's the saying?
Amen.
Never let your left know what your right doing. So you don't have to
Right.
let them know about all your money, ladies.
That's right.
Exactly.
As Perp
Facts,
Put
always
you a
gives
little
us
Vicky.
something
advice, you
away.
Facts,
get you a
Vicky.
separate
Yes.
account. You don't let that man know what's going in
Right.
and out of that account, and you just
Mm-hmm.
have that. for
Facts.
yourself. So if you ever gotta leave, you got something to leave with.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you,
And
Mrs.
then
Scott.
right. And sometimes, what most of what I learned when I was in these relationships, because I didn't get the help I need. But now you can't pay a man to lift their finger to hit me because their family will be burying them. But one thing I learned is that you know who you can trust. You know who you can trust. You truly know who you can trust. So have that
Right.
one trusted friend, that you know that you can trust, and then they will help you also to get out. If they're truly a friend, they will
Mm-hmm.
help you. They
Right.
will help you. Because
Another
sometimes you
good
Yes.
can't
movie to
tell
watch is
everybody.
Enough. Y'all remember Enough with Jennifer
Yes,
Lopez? That was an
yes.
awesome movie. She went and found a way to fight back and keep that man from taking her daughter from her and everything. I went and purchased a gun and got my gun license, and I said the next time a man put his hands on me, I'm gonna blow
Yeah.
his head off his shoulders. I will never be struck again. So
Me, yes.
take your power back and learn how to fight back. Most
That's right.
definitely.
That is
Right.
part of having your crown is knowing you are the prize, and the prize doesn't get treated just any kind of way. Love is something we go through. It's not gonna be easy. It's ups, it's downs. Nobody's perfect. We get it. But when somebody is whole live disrespecting you, putting their hands on you, you gotta
Yeah.
stop it. You gotta
Yes,
That's
say
right.
something.
Lord.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. Most
And
definitely.
and always remember, when a man hits you, that's not love. That is not love.
Hmm.
When a man call you out your name, that is not love.
That is not love.
So you have to remember that. That's not love.
Yeah.
You got to remember that, because that's one thing they're gonna say. I do this because I love you. They love to say
Yeah.
that. I do
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
because I love you.
I
Love do
just
not
get
hurt,
so
ladies.
mad.
It,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
make me
blame everything
mad.
on
The
you.
things you
Love is an action. So,
right,
if somebody's hitting you, you know that is not, that's the opposite of what love is, for
Right.
sure.
right. And
Yeah.
they love to say, you made me do this. The things you say made me hit you. So don't let them do that to you.
No.
Don't let them do that to you.
But I'm going to actually jump down, ladies. This was such a wonderful talk. I
Me
always
too,
enjoy
ladies. I
talking with
enjoyed
you.
it.
Yeah, I
I
really
enjoyed it,
enjoyed
Thank
it
ladies.
you
too.
all.
And I,
Thank
I
you.
Thank you,
definitely
Marquette. Thank you,
appreciate
Per.
Perp for
Yes, I
bringing
love you,
fun.
Thank you
Wicked
so
Perk.
much,
Love you,
TT. Love you
TT.
too, baby.
Love you guys
Me
so much.
too.
Y'all
Love
be
you
Love
a
you.
too.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Much
baby. Thank
blessings.
you so
Much
much.
blessings.
Yeah, that's so sweet of y'all to be
Yeah.
sharing and whatnot, opening up your wisdom and stuff. That's what
Yeah.
it takes. So thank you for having me up here, Per.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. So tomorrow I'll probably come on tomorrow and show my intro that Miss RH did for me tomorrow.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Please do. I
yeah.
want to debut mine. My
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is, my girl, oh Lord, tomorrow is gonna be the day, baby. Let me tell
I think you're
you.
gonna be busy. You're
So
gonna be
shout
kind of
out
busy
to all
tomorrow.
the amazing angels who support us and whatnot
Oh,
and
yes.
assisting us to make us have better platforms to assist other people. No, we're not counselors. No, we're not trying to say we have all the answers. But when we come together, don't tell me we can't make something shake.
Amen. Amen. Powerful. It's gonna be a powerful show. And me and Wicked is get some more things together pretty soon to make some more things shake on YouTube. And we're here to show out and we want y'all to show up.
Exactly. And once again, thank everybody for coming in the building. I hope you're enjoying the show thus far. And yeah, like y'all, let's join more family. This is what this is about.
Yeah.
You know, I did see where Crier dropped a video about an hour ago about meeting his dad. So I probably will do a reaction. I'm interested in doing a reaction about that.
Okay.
So I'll probably see you guys on my platform a little later. And if not, I probably will do it tomorrow. But I'm gonna go and hop down into the comments too, baby. But I
Okay.
want you to know, just Perp, I'm so proud of you, baby. You keep
Thank
going,
you.
keep shining, baby. You already bright. We love you, and it's just a pleasure to be up here with you, babe.
Oh, thank you. I love you, and I love you for being my mentor and inspiring me. You inspire me so much, and man, you and Breeze and TT and
Huh?
Miss Monet and them, y'all inspire me so much. Thank y'all for
You know it.
by my side, and
Look
showing
at Joe coming in all late with his old
you know,
staggering ass.
like,
Hey,
Joe
Joe,
Cool.
so damn uncool. Look at him. Probably just finished abusing a woman mentally,
Not Joe Cool.
not physically, but mentally.
He's so
Probably
nice.
singing to her and all of that mess. She thinks she got a prize. And girl, we already know Joy
I
about
like
nothing.
old Joe Cool. That
Joe
brother.
ready to slam you on the daggone couch.
Oh,
Okay,
Joe,
so look,
women.
wait 1 second, Perk. Jillian had made a comment. She said, Wicked, can you do me a favor? Envy didn't answer me. He said he needs me before his show. Oh, wow, girl. I don't know, Jillian. He said he's going live at 11.
Yeah, he did say he needed her. Don't forget to inbox me, Jillian.
Yeah, babe. Like, hit him up. I'm thinking on IG, maybe. I do love you, Joe. I do. I love the way that damn mirror fell on your head too. But I no, nah, I love Joe. I do. I do. But yeah, but Perp, thank you for having me up here.
You're
Salute to you,
welcome.
baby. I'm gonna go and jump down. I'll be in the comments, okay?
Okay.
Again, good show, sis. Keep going.
I know. I love you
Look,
too.
this show number 2, and look, you got it. You are swinging this bat, okay? You know how to run
I'm
the
trying my best.
platform. You able to meet and greet, talk. I love it. I
I'm
absolutely love
trying
it.
my
This is
best.
amazing TV, baby. Let's go. All
Yes,
right, baby.
ma'am.
I'll talk to you
All right.
soon.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
love you.
Love you too.
Bye bye. Love y'all.
Wow. Thank you, ladies, for coming up. And man, I've enjoyed everybody who came up, and we have had some great talks about things of life that's going on now in our community, perhaps even in the world of today. Just remember, Vino Entertainment TV is an adult show, and we do have adult topics. And this show is basically to inspire, love, and to give peace at Vino Entertainment TV. Don't forget, I did do Vino Entertainment TV because of my son Gavin. You know, um, this inspired me to share my story with other people in the world that have problems like me, or have had problems like me, or have been dealing with death as well as like me. So those are multiple things that I'm going through. So I do be depressed at some time and point. And I know some people also be depressed. So this is nothing to hide or be ashamed of, because I'm definitely not ashamed of anything of what I'm saying, what I have said at all, because I want to share my story, and I want to show you that I do love you as much as you love yourself as well. And I just want to let you know that you are, and you will, and you can be strong for yourself if you're in a domestic violence. If you have firearm, learn how to get a lock for your firearm to protect our kids. Okay? There are locks that you can buy at the store when you purchase your firearm and your ammunition to get a lock that fits your gun, so you can keep your children in your home safe, please. If you're being molested and you want to talk about it, this is the show you can talk about it. I will be providing a Google number pretty soon. You can just call in to tell your story if you don't want to come up on this panel and talk about it. It's not a show to embarrass anybody. It's not a show to make you feel bad. And this is definitely not a biased show. This show is here to show love for everybody in the chat and out that's not in the chat. Share this live with your friends, perhaps your family, or someone that you may know that may be dealing with gun violence, or maybe dealing with molestation, or maybe dealing with domestic violence. And on that note, y'all, thank you for coming to Vino Entertainment TV. I love you. Peace, love, and inspire, and have a good night. Thank you, guys.